Okay, went to Trader Joe's. Got some green tea, like, at the last minute. Oh my gosh, look at that blemish. See, this is why I need green tea. Antioxidants, okay? Help with the free radicals. So I got 48 bags for, let me see how much this costs, so I can give you prices as we go. So the tea was $2.99 for this box. I got this because I do really well with teas, hot teas, and I don't have to add any type of sugars or anything. Y'all just gonna see me like this. It's just there. You want to see that? That look better. I don't have to have any. You know what? I'm cold as hell, but this is gonna look cuter because we just left the gym. So even though I'm cold as hell, we left the gym, and I'm hoping in a few weeks I'm gonna be able to do another video like this, and the girl gonna be even more snatted. So this is what we got from Trader Joe's. I got some green tea, and I like green tea because it's something you can drink, especially if you intermittent fast. Any type of tea, any type of warm drinks you can drink in the morning, and like at nighttime. Of course, you wouldn't probably drink green tea at night because it does have caffeine in it. But you can drink it, and it's going to help to kind of like expand your stomach and help you to feel more full longer. And it's just something you can keep drinking throughout the day that's warm, and it's just like more filling and also healthy for you. And this gives you caffeine pretty much all day, and you need like 7 cups of green tea a day to get the full benefits of it or whatever. So this is something you can easily put in a nice thermos and just keep adding hot water to it. Take a bag out, add another hot water, and you can add so many different flavors and stuff, varieties, things that you like in here. But I like to do it just plain green tea. I like the way it tastes. I like herbaceous, earthy taste. Next, I got some blueberries because I believe blueberries are in season. It's cold here in Missouri, and I know blueberries are in season in Missouri right now. I think somewhere they're like cold weather fruits. Anyways, and it was only like, how much did this cost? These cost $3.99 for an 11-ounce box. And plus my kids love blueberries. Put them on oatmeal, all that jazz. I got some pita bread. Okay, so I don't want a whole lot of carbs, but I do know I am a carb girl. So 1/2 of this pita bread is 100 calories. So that means the whole thing is 200 calories. You can do sandwiches with these. If you still eat eggs, you can put like an egg and like some spinach and a little bit of sauce in here. Fire. You could do some spinach and some tofu. You could do spinach and chicken, spinach and fish, something like that. You do tuna sandwiches, things like that. And just have your pita bread. It's easy to take to work. Cut it in half, and then this is make a little sandwich at work. Have everything separate, put it in there. But I like this because it's going to give me some variety, and it's going to give me the carbs that I want and need. And is there anything decent in here? There's 4 grams of protein for each half of it. So one whole thing is 8 grams of protein. Okay, I got a little bit of arm coming through, y'all. A little bit. Like, I still have some of my arm definition, so we gonna rock with that. I know as I lose weight, it's gonna come in better. Nutritional yeast is so good to have, especially if your kids like a cheesy type of flavor and they're plant-based. My kids are plant-based, and I've been cutting down on dairy. My goal is to eliminate dairy completely, but that's what I've been doing. And I like to add this to like different pastas, even soups that I make. You can, whenever I like saute some spinach, just saute some spinach, put a little bit of this and some tahini, and it gives it like a creamy, like cream spinach type of vibe. So I like this, and it just adds a different type of flavor. Plus it has vitamin B12 in it. So on the flip side, remember, a lot of times when you do take vitamins, they can show up in your urine. I know we talking about food, but damn, I'm a nurse. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm talking about. It's gonna be very bright, like yellow. You're like, what the heck is going on? It's mostly because of vitamin B12. That's how it excretes through your body. That's how it's gonna come out looking like. And sometimes it's the case with a lot of other vitamins, but B12, especially if we do this. But anyways, this has a lot of B vitamins, and it has, which is really good for people who are plant-based, because it's harder to get B vitamins in plants. So that's even more better, is because it's nutritional. And this was only, it's nutritional yeast. This was only $2.99. I feel like they use this in other areas and like would add it to stuff just to give people a few like nutrients. That's cheap and small, similar to TVP. Like I think TVP was made for like areas where they couldn't get access to a lot of meat. So they was like, okay, let's make this protein product that can be easily rehydrated and then cooked and eaten and be a meat replacement. And it's very, very cheap. So that really brings me on to these that I found. They said it's a new product. Just try it. It's textured pea protein. Now, I'm used to TVP, textured vegetable protein. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I saw this there. It does have some seasonings in it. It says just put 1.5 cups and 1 tablespoon of oil, optional, in a saucepan and boil it, and then add the entire package in there. I'm gonna just do a little bit. I'm gonna probably do like half.
Barbecue sauce.
Yes, barbecue sauce.
Barbecue.
Ah.
Barbecue. Barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce.
Half of it, see what we think about it, and go from there. It says meal ideas. It's limitless meal ideas. That's good marketing when they tell you like, how do I use this? And it says it's 15 grams per serving, and 1/4 of the package is a serving. Sheesh, that's a lot of serving. 15 grams. So that's that. Next thing I got, because I do have a sweet tooth, and I'm like, I need to find a way to combat this. Like, I'm not gonna just say no sweets, but let me see what I can replace it with. And I like my little nose. I like my nose. Even though my nose has been stopped up and all of that, I still like my nose. I don't know. I know that's really random. I like my nose. So I got some dates. Oh, that's what I needed to get. I should have got some freaking walnuts. It's okay, I have nuts at home. I need to get home, by the way. Anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock. So I got some jewel dates. I can like slice these in half and make this into a little treat with some almond butter. I was debating like, should I get the almond butter? Like, am I really gonna get that protein? Because I was reading something, I was like, oh, the protein from like peanut butter is like, you can barely get it. It's not real or something. So it's like, is that the same case with almond butter? I'm like, I don't freaking know. But 7 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons, and it's 190 calories. And the Medjool dates, they are high in calories. They're 110 calories per 2 dates. A lot of sugar, 25 grams of sugar, and only 1 gram of protein. But I know myself. I know I have a sweet tooth. Like, I'd rather have this than go buy an entire pie and a carton of ice cream and eat on that for 2 or 3 days. Like, because that's what I'll freaking do. I'd rather have this, because I might not go for this. But if I have it, I'll go for it, you know? And the Medjool dates were a little pricier. They were $4.99, $5, and then the almond butter was a lot pricier, $6.49, which is really not bad because almond butter in other places be like busting heads. Got this, y'all. Hear me out. This freaking sauerkraut is fire. Fire. I love using this. This would be really good on a sandwich though, like for real. A nice little like meatless little sandwich. Like a little patty, season it real, put this on there, have some real good brioche bread, be fire. So I got this because it's low calorie, only 5 calories. It's really good for your gut health, and you get a decent amount, and it's a bit pricier. It's $4.49. It's raw. I ate this when I was doing my raw vegan diet for a minute, and I love eating it with rice, like rice and like a little bit of protein and some veggies. So freaking good, or by itself, y'all. This is just so good. It's just like a briny, you know, like that briny, salty taste to it. But it really doesn't have a lot of salt. It only has 200 milligrams of sodium per 2 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon is 100 milligrams of sodium. And it's just like that nice briny taste. Again, like you have to know your taste profiles. And I feel like go for food. Like instead of eating chips, like I would honestly eat this because it still gives you that crunch. And it's like give you that like saltiness. Like sometimes you just need a little salt, like something like right there, like a little salt right there. Okay, so I have a lot of protein in here. I have my lettuce and then my dressing that I already showed with some cabbage. And then this is some tilapia that I just sauteed and added some. I like my stuff be all broke up so I can make it, you know, mix it up. Added some lemon pepper, garlic powder, and some lemon juice at the end. Got 1 egg in here. And then my sauerkraut and pickles for my probiotics. And it's just like crunch. It's cold. It's just an added addition. And I'm going to eat this. A lot of protein and my greens and fiber and probiotics. So that's our lunch. The girls are eating a quesadilla. And I could have put some chorizo in there. I just didn't feel like dealing with the chorizo. But I could definitely have put that in there to get them a little extra protein. But I did not. I just used cheese. Vegan cheese. And I'm about to look on my computer, do a little bit of work while I eat my lunch. It's then because my kids I can make a lot of meals. So I can make chili, I can make spaghetti, quesadillas, add this on quesadillas, add this on tacos, add this to rice. I've made they like these little sloppy joes. Oh, sandwich, I should have got some bread. They like little sandwiches that I make with this, with ketchup and just this, like a little sloppy joe. And I could chop up vegetables and saute like some carrots and add that to it and have them eat that. And they'll just eat it as a sandwich. And they freaking love it. I forgot to get bread. I should have got bread for them. They do like those sandwiches. Anyways, these soy chorizos only like $2.49 each, I think. How much is soy chorizo? Did she charge me for the soy chorizo? Okay. Yeah, $2.49 each. So they were $4.99, $4.98 total. This is a really easy meal that I like to make. Basically, just get like a big loaf of bread, like those baguettes you can get. Slice it down the middle, put some tomato sauce on it, then add some of the soy chorizo and some vegan cheese. Throw it in the oven for a little bit and just serve it with a salad and you're good. It's an easy, quick vegan meal for your kids and it's really inexpensive. You can get those big loaves from Walmart for $2. Get some vegan cheese, a little bit on the pricier side, but Walmart does sell vegan cheese for like $4 a bag. And then the tomato sauce is like $1.50 a can. And then soy chorizo is only $2.50. So it's a really quick, easy meal. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy salad.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy salad. For these two. And a little goes a long way with these. They are pretty oily, those. I don't really use those too much for myself. They are pretty oily. I pretty much get those for the kids because it's a really inexpensive way to bring more protein into their diet and like complete the meal. I feel like, you know, sometimes you feel like protein completes the meal, right? So it's just a way to complete the meal and just give them a little bit more extra food. So last but not least, y'all, this freaking herb tahini sauce. I used to eat this so much I got tired of it, so I had to stop. But it's my first time buying it again. This again is gonna give you that salty kind of like I don't want to say briny taste, but it's a very herbaceous. It's made out of tahini, right? So tahini is a sesame seed that's been ground up, like toasted and ground up into a paste, or sauce. And then they added like some garlic, parsley, and some citric acid, so some lemon juice or some lime juice, and then some. I could have did this shit. I got some tahini sauce at the house, some water. I could have made this. But anyways, 1/4 of a cup is 160 calories and 5 grams of protein. And how much sodium? 220 milligrams of sodium, 0 sugar. So this is so good on everything. I'm gonna make this on my sandwiches and my pita bread. Child, it's gonna be so good. Put it on a little salad, some little lettuce, and it's like it makes you want to eat, or you make you a little bowl. But anywho, y'all, this is what the body is giving. So my goal is to lose 10 to 15 pounds. I have about 8 weeks of time going by. If it's okay, if I lose 5 pounds, I'm grateful for that. As long as I'm feeling good and I'm looking better and I'm like more active and having more energy, more flexibility, more mobility, and like I'm in less pain, I'm gonna be feeling good. Like I'm gonna feel good, feeling really good, especially if I'm eating well, eating better, drinking more fluids, getting more sleep. Just I'm gonna feel better, so I know I'm gonna look better. So that's what I'm doing. About to head to the crib because it's almost 8 o'clock. My husband gotta go to work and the kids at the house, child. I'm up here at the gym, so I go to the gym in the mornings. Like usually I'll come here like at 5. I think I didn't leave the house at like 6, and it took me a little longer because I was filming. And my husband will be, of course, with the kids there. So that's, if you have kids and you're like married or spoused up or whatever, you got somebody living else in your house that you trust with your kids, get your butt up in the morning, go to the gym early in the morning. That's the only time that I was able to find that was consistent, because I like, if I'm doing something like weekly, daily, whatever, I like to make something about it very consistent, so that like my mind is already trained to do it. So what I made so consistent about going to the gym was the time. Like I rarely will go to the gym at like 9, 12, any other time other than the time that I go. But I mean, I will sometimes. Some days you'll see me, I'll be like, you know what, let me just get my ass to the gym, let me get up and I'll just go. And it'll be a random time in the day. But typically I'm at the gym in the 5s and 6 o'clocks time frames. So in order to do that, I had to think, okay, when do I freaking have time? And when I was in nursing school, that's when I started. I was like, you know what, the only time that I have time outside of nursing school, working, being a mom, and being a wife is early in the morning. So That's what I start doing. So I would say definitely find a time of the day that you know you can go consistently, because if you had that time of the day, you're going to be training your body. Like every time that it's that time of the day, like you're going to be like thinking about going to the gym, or your body is going to be pulling you into the gym. Trust me, it is. Like the same with eating, you know, like how we was trained to eat at like 8, 12, and 5 our whole freaking life. That's what happens. You start to get, and you have to untrain your body to be like, no, we're not eating as soon as we wake up. We're going to eat later in the day, or we're going to stop eating at a certain time, or something like that. So anyhow, I'm about to get my butt home. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was encouraging for all of you all, and I hope you all can, you know, get something from it. Let me know if you have any tips down below, especially if anything pertaining, you know, to anything with health, fitness, eating, food, whatever you like. Put that in the comment section, and yeah, let's continue the convo. Okay, y'all, this morning sun, honey, this morning sun. Okay, bye, y'all.